Hi, hello, good day. Today we'll be talking about Lyra options trading, how to trade options basically. But basically, before we go deep into options, I want to explain how it started, what it came from basically. So it started from derivatives, right? Derivatives, these are contracts whose values depend on some other assets. Therefore, they are derived from these assets. Now, assets could be things like bonds, stocks, gold, silver, dollar, and cryptocurrencies. Now, every single one of these assets has a specific value. Now, a derivative is based off of these values. It's like a copycat version. It's derived from each of these ones. But for this video, since I'm a crypto person and you're a crypto person too, I hope. So we'll be focusing more on crypto-based derivatives, right? So derivatives are divided into four types. Basically, we'll be focusing on these four: forwards, futures, options, and swaps. We won't be focusing on the forward, we'll be focusing on options mainly because that's what this video is all about. I want to teach you how to trade options instead of wasting money on shit coins or you just want to expand your portfolio, you just want to make extra money. So, what is an option? To be specific, options give you the option to buy a specific asset at a specific price in the future. So imagine I wanted to buy a piece of let's say I wanted to buy a piece of cloth, and it was priced at 1,000. And I know that in my country there's inflation, and I can predict that, okay, I can get something. Let's say the store gives me a coupon and they say you'll be able to get this cloth regardless of however the price changes. You'll be able to buy it at this certain fixed price. So what I do with options is simply, what it gives me the access to do is the right to buy that cloth at that particular time, regardless of however the price of the cloth has increased. So I hope you understand that basic definition. So apart from options, we'll be like going into what are options used for. They used to speculate. Now, sometimes people just naturally take bets in crypto. It's normal. Like, is a peer-to-peer gambling, the whole, I don't know if you understand, but I hope you do. It's like guesswork, but with more data. So people use it to speculate on price dumps or price pumps. So people can also use it to hedge. If you want to hedge against price changes, say I tell you a coin's price will go down, and you don't believe me, and then it goes down, and then you lose that trade. With options, you it's like you wear a helmet against losses. Now imagine I tell you, like, let's say Ethereum's price goes down by let's say ETH is at 3.5 now. If Ethereum goes to 3,000, an option will give you the right to be able to sell that. If you buy an option, let's say, let me give you an example now. If you buy an option contract, let's say the option contract gives you the right to sell ETH at 3,400 or so, and now ETH is already at 3,100. You'll be able to make at least some profit, let's say 10 to 20% from that trade. So that is what hedging does. It protects you against price changes. So the third use is that it's used to generate income, right? So you can sell the options you bought earlier to any income to a person for a specific duration. It's like a renting. Let's say you have a helmet to protect you against prices. So you sell that helmet or you rent that helmet to somebody else that needs that helmet at that particular period of time. If I tell you I want to buy an option, I'm buying it from somebody because somebody is selling their option. So it's a peer-to-peer market. Somebody is selling what somebody wants to buy. So I don't know if you understand that. So the fourth use, and the most important use, is in any market you need to learn how to manage risk. Now, options can be used to manage risk in a portfolio, like this bull run where most people divide their portfolio into higher risk, lower risk, long term, and short term. Options should be on options like portfolio should actually be included as a zero risk, because it's actually a no-brainer, because it just makes sense like that, right? The ability to be able to hedge, the ability to be able to speculate and still not lose, that's a winner for me, basically. So what we'll be learning, what we'll basically be focusing on, forgive my whole drawing here, is how best I could explain it to you guys. So what we'll be focusing on is how to trade options with a platform called Lyra. Lyra is a derivative trading platform. They allow you to trade perpetuals, futures, or allow you to trade options, and they also allow you to build your portfolio, basically in crypto. So they are the platform you want to use for crypto options trading. While there are other derivative trading, like derivative platforms, we'll be focusing more on Lyra because they have a reward system going on right now. So the more trades you take, the more rewards, the more airdrops you get, basically. So we'll be focusing mainly on two strategies, right? Of four strategies. We have the bullish call spread. I'm adding that right now. Spread. And the covered call strategy. So we'll explain this. I will explain this in, okay, let's go back. Covered call strategy. So buying call options, a call option gives the buyer the right to buy an asset at a particular price before a specified date. Now say I predict that it is now at 3.5. Say I predict that I not that I predict, I want to buy it, and I know that, okay, I speculate that it will be at 4,000 in April, by this time of the month, in April next month. So that will be April, what's today's date? April 21st. So as I April 21st, I'm speculating that it will be at 3.5, and that's within the month, within a time frame of a month. So if we want to define it very well using the example I've given, a call option gives the buyer the right to buy an asset, to buy ETH at a strike price, right, before a specified date. So before April 21st, I should have made a profit on ETH at going to 4,000. So basically, if I buy a call option for ETH at a strike price of, say, ETH is now at 3.5 and my strike price can be at 3.6. So I'm predicting that if I'm buying that call option, I want my prediction is that it will go higher than my strike price. So the strike price is just like a threshold. Okay, once it passes that, it means that you are in the green. Once it's below that, it means that you are in the red. So before a month expires, so if it passes April 21st, it means that and it hasn't yet hit 3,600, my strike price, it means that I lose that trade. So, but if it stays above 3,600, it means I win that trade and I get the right to earn the premium that comes from buying that call option. You'll see me put it into practice when we go to the practical side of this video, where I explain what it means to trade on Lyra. So, buying put options. A put option gives you the right to sell an asset at the strike price before the expiry date, just like call options, but the opposite happens. So if you buy a put option for ETH at, let's say you predict that it would get to instead of your strike price will be at 3.4, now ETH is at 3.5, right? Your strike price for ETH is at 3.4, so you're predicting it to go lower than 3.4. So the idea is this: we have a price 3.5 for put. If we're explaining put, our idea is that if our strike is at 3.4, we want it to go lower. But for the call option, the call option, yes, or an ETH is at 3.5, our strike is at 3.6. Strike can be any price, but usually it makes more sense for it to go above if you're buying a call. So 3.5 and above. So 3.6, sorry, and above. So it makes more sense for this to happen. This is basically explaining what happens in call and put. Call and put. So I hope you understand that. So we'll see it you see it more in practice when I open the trading app. So other farming strategies that are more advanced and they're more help you manage your risk. Now, when I tell you to manage your risk in options trading, it means that if we're taking a trade that allows us that allows us to be exposed to a pump, like we're predicting that there will be a pump, but we want to also hedge against what happens if it goes the opposite direction. So what we do is we buy against that pump. So let's say we sell a put option, because sometimes you can also buy a call option and you can also sell a call option. It's like buying put options, but you get paid in premium and you get paid immediately. And you can also sell put options and you can also buy put options. You see it all on the app. So it doesn't really mean anything for now, but I hope you get to understand it by the time you practice more and more. So what is a bullish call spread? A bullish call spread is basically, let me give you an example, because I think I prefer examples when I teach. So if ETH is at 3,000 or ETH is at 3.5, now a bullish call spread is implemented when you buy a call option with a strike price of 3.6. Now, you're buying a call option at the strike price of 3.6. You've bought that. That means you're hedging, you're exposed to buys, right? You're exposed to ETH when ETH is going up. So what we want to do is we want to manage that risk. We want to make that risk neutral by selling an option that makes that risk neutral. So what we do is we sell another call option with a strike price of, instead of 3.6, we sell it at a strike price of, it can be 3.7, can be 3.8. The idea is that we're putting ETH in a range. That means we're predicting that ETH will either fall above, what's it called? It can be above, can be between 3.6 and 3.8. So it helps us basically within a range. So if ETH is in between this, you still win the option, the rights, you still win the premium on that option you bought. So this gives you more option, more leeway, and it still hedges your risk. So you can bet against and say, okay, I'm selling another call option on with a strike price of 3.8, and I'm buying a call option with a strike price of 3.6. So if you are predicting that ETH is going to be between the range of 3.6 and 3.8. So that's what a bullish call spread means. You're bullish on it, but you're still managing your risk. So what does this covered call strategy mean? It means that when you hold an asset, right? It's basically like holding an asset, and it's still the same type of risk management. Let me give you an example. Say you hold it. Like I own one ETH now. I have $3,000 or $3,500, and I own exactly one ETH. Or I say I want to leverage long ETH, or like I put it on leverage, on 2x leverage, 10x leverage. I'm still bullish on it. It means I'm holding it and I'm longing it basically. So we want to make it neutral. So to make it neutral, we need to also buy a sell option, basically a put option basically. So an example is, if I decide to basically hold it, I already hold one ETH, but I decide to sell a call option with a strike price of basically 3,600. If ETH price remains below basically below that 3,600 until the expiry date. The option will expire worthless and you will win, allowing you to keep your premium holdings. So the way you win in a covered call strategy is that you're selling against that strike price, and you do not want it to go above that strike price, because for selling, when it goes up, you're losing. So the moment it stays below 3,600 at 3.5, you won that trade. So basically that's just the game. It's basically you can choose your strike price for selling a call option at you can choose to sell a call option at at 3,800 instead of 3,600. It all depends on you, but that's basically all the trading strategies involved. So let's go to Lyra. So I'll be shooting it on another screen so I can explain it to you better. Guys, so this is basically Lyra. I'm going to write the website again. So we log in and get in here. So you'll be asked to connect your wallet. You can do this on your phone actually, but I already did it on my phone to practice for you guys. So I already did it on my phone, so you guys can understand what it is. So I could understand what it is I needed to teach. Basically, that's very important, right? So, okay. So here, I have already deposited. Okay, I already have an amount. Basically, if you want to trade on Lyra, you need to get your wallet address. You need to get your wallet address, send some funds here. I recommend you do this on Arbitrum and Optimism because the gas fees are lower. See the gas fees. So Arbitrum is where I deposit my money. I deposited about like $30, 30 USDT. You can do this from Binance or you can do this from your other wallets. I am very, very certain you know how to transfer funds, but if you do not know how, I recommend you check on YouTube how to transfer funds from Arbitrum, from an Arbitrum wallet to another Arbitrum wallet. Basically, this video is not for that. I think I explained it in my other guides though. You can check how to trade, the guide on how to trade basically. So all I do is I click on Max, I deposit it here, I switch to Arbitrum, and I wait. And they create a sub account and blah blah blah. I sign. So you kind of wait a bit, then you sign. Apparently this is the part I detest about Web3. A lot of signings. I think Lyra is going to have to do something about this. It kind of slumps newbies from taking trades. So let's explain how to take puts, options, blah 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 trades, what I explained before. So these are calls and these are options, and this is the duration. Basically, today is March 21st and this is March 29th, which means the duration for this call and puts option has a strike price of 8 days. You can choose March 22nd, which is a duration of 1 day, March 23rd, duration of 2 days, April 5th, duration of should be 15 days, right? April 26th, 30 days. So 36 days actually. So what we do here is basically, if I want to take a call option, what I do is I come here. Since you make sure you deposit. When you deposit, you make sure you've transferred everything here. So right now I should have everything in my portfolio, right? Okay, one is still pending, right? So when it drops, you'd see it in the portfolio. So while we're waiting for it to drop, we'd look at calls and put options. You can sell a call option and you can buy a call option. So this is what it means to buy a call option and to sell the call option. So this is the strike price we talked about, the price you want, the price that is your threshold. Basically, if we're buying this call option and we're getting this amount of rewards and we're buying at this price, we're buying a call option at this price with a duration of 8 days, we're predicting that Ethereum would go above 16,000. We want to buy this at 16,000. We want to buy the right to own this at 16,000. Apparently, it's very expensive. So if I choose peradventure to buy this, I'll be given a long call. Basically, gives me the right to long ETH, right? Since I'm buying it, I'm longing it with 0 leverage. So I'm buying it with 0. Apparently, the minimum I've noticed here is 0.01. You can't go below that. I keep writing 3, but it's not pressing. So you can only write 0.01. So you can review this order and you see your buying power and you see your expected profit and loss within 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is you do. So most of the time is like, this is actually a very good thing to buy, but it's actually really expensive, right? Because it is already at 3.5. So you want to own the right to buy this with a strike price of 16K. So that's not what we're looking at for now. So what we mainly want to do is I want to basically buy ETH. I want to predict that it will go up, basically, right? So if I choose a strike price of 3,600 and I'm choosing this, see, it's actually much more lower than 1,008, this bid and ask. So it's actually much more lower, this 96. So we click on this. And we click on this order will cause the account to fall under maintenance margin requirement. So we can choose another one or another one or another one. So it all depends, basically. Okay, basically the profit and loss will be so great that the account will fall under maintenance. So the idea we want to, so let's check puts. All right, so puts. Where's it? We want to see it below a particular price, below 3,200. So we want to buy this put option. So if we buy this put option at 0.01, right? You see that our loss is very small, and what would leave our account to basically be I think $1, because the maximum cost is like 49 cents. So basically we're buying 49.4 and the max cost is like, I think 100%, like divided by 100 of that, because of the size of our contract. So basically it divides it by what, or it multiplies it by what you have bought here, right? So this is the size of the contract you want to get. So if we review the order and submit the order, basically I like to buy on market because it automatically puts it in your wallet. So we've tried put options and let's do calls, because calls weren't going before. So let's try 3696 point this 0.1. We can change this to, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to see where it's supposed to be on market, but no problem. If it's not on market, no problem. I usually like changing it to market, so we can review the order, submit the order, and gain our rewards, basically. So that is it. So we can check our portfolio and see what things we've accumulated. So basically we've longed it on this, and we've longed it on with a put call, with a call option. Basically, this is an example of one of the strategies I have given. Basically, this put call gives you the right to sell at this particular price when it goes below 200. So I'm predicting that it would go below this, and I'd get basically what I'd get would be what I'd get. Whatever happens, you see it at the end of the 8 days I put in it. Basically, this is just money to play with, right? It's important that in every single thing you're doing with these guys, you need to because look at this, 20 million Lyra oil drop over 90 days. So the more fees you accumulate, the more Lyra points you get. So I can see all this. I want to see how many Lyra points I get. I think I've forgotten where I saw that. Okay, rewards, yeah. So reward history. Let's see how much rewards we'll get. Okay, if it's not going, I don't want to waste our time. Okay, so I have this reward, and 1 Lyra should be about, I don't know, how much is 1 Lyra? Should be 5 cents. Let's check. 1 Lyra. Let's check CoinGecko. So 1 Lyra is 0.1 cents. It's actually 12 cents. So $0.1. So I've actually been holding Lyra for quite a time. It's actually one of my long-term bags because I believe so much in a chain that in one of his practically like capitalizing on the strategy of first movers advantage and market owners. Basically, these are the people who already own the option market. So if we're getting 0.12 cents, 1.12 cents basically, and we're getting 2, we need to amp our trading game basically. So let's go and try covered call and bullish covered call strategy and bullish call spread. So let's go try it out. So I'll close my other options. I'll close my these trades I have taken. I would close them. So I play, I review other, submit other, close. So I close this too, because the more, if we want to try this strategy again, it's actually best you do one strategy, because the more you try the strategy, the lesser, because sometimes when you try some sell option strategies, they pay you immediately and it immediately cuts out from the options you've already taken. Let's say you have a call option opened and you take another short option, it takes automatically from what you opened before. So I don't know how that works, but I actually saw it when I was practicing. So I hope that's what you want to, like, that should be something you take note of, right? So submit that order and we'll try the covered the bullish call spread. So I said if ETH is at 3.5, so we'll be buying a call option with a strike price at 3.6. So basically calls, we'll be buying at 3.6. So let's get this guy again. We're doing it again. Review the order, submit the order. So what we do is, because we want to get it in a range, we'll be selling another call option. So at 3.8, let's get at 3.8. At the same duration, this must be in the same duration. You can't say you want to do a bullish call spread with 8 days for the call for buying a call option, and you say you want to do 26 days for the sell option. It doesn't really work that way. So let's say we want to do 3.9, because I feel like it is going to dump a bit for now, which means a put strategy or selling a call option will be more profitable. So at 3.9, so between 3.6 and 3.9, so I want to sell. So at this, I'll submit my order, and automatically when you look at your portfolio, you'd see something that looks like this: a long and a short. So this is what a bullish call spread looks like. I know this video is going to take very long, but it's very important that you understand what it is you're doing before you take trades, and before you basically lose money. This is very, very important. Now you might notice that these prices are very, very different from what we normally. It is not $150 and it is not $27. This is the premium. This is the price you are giving them to own the right to buy the option. So this is the entry price you're entering at, and this is the entry price. So this is the current price right now of this, and this is where I entered. This is the current price. This is where I entered, and this is the current price. So when this goes up, basically, it means that basically the shorts is winning because it is actually going down, and the longs are not winning because obviously it's not winning. So this basically gives you a delta neutral strategy. Like you're neutral against the market. Whether the market loses or wins, your gains offset your losses because it is what it is, right? So this is how you do a bullish call spread. So I will close this again so we can do the covered call strategy. So that one's it's actually very, very fun. I actually love it. Okay. I need to close. Why is it saying invalid amount? View order. Submit order. Okay, submitted. Portfolio, go back, and close this one too. So all this is for practice. I'm basically leveraging on my other accounts. Basically, I want to see how it looks like. I'm trying these strategies. I've never really been an options fan because I'm not a fan of going outside my comfort zone, right? So this is our portfolio from $30. It means we've obviously taken losses today, right? Because we didn't wait. We wasted money, and we've given the money to the premium. We basically lost the money because our trades didn't get to come to fruition. So what do we say about covered call strategy? So that is one risk you need to take note of. Do not close your trades before your thesis has played out. Your thesis is that you've already said that it will go up by 50% within 8 days, like in this strategy we just did now. It will go up to 3.6 or below 3.5. Basically, that's what we've been doing. So you need to let your strategy play out, get your losses, learn your lesson, and go back to the market again. So let's go to perps. So I said in the definition you need to hold an asset. We don't hold it right now, so we need to this is what I was looking for. We need to go on the market. Doesn't matter whether it's limit or orders. Our order will still be taken because people are buying actively. So we're gonna 0 points as usual, because our portfolio is quite small, so we open the position. You can leverage this 2x if you want, but we've already opened the position, right? You can see this in the portfolio that we've opened a long with 1.45x. So we're longing ETH. You can also short ETH, and you can long ETH and buy a sell. You can sell a call option, or you can short ETH and buy a call option. All depends on how you want to be neutral. So you go to the options, and we want to sell a call option at a strike price of that same price you bought it. So if price remains below this, let's say our strike price, we want to sell a call option. So we're looking at this point with it below 400. So we want to get this. As usual, our guy, because we're quite broke, right? See how much we have left. If we take this order, we're taking $2 out of this, and after the whole charges, the reward, the margin required will be this amount. So we'll review the order, submit the order, and that is all for covered call strategy. I hope you understand what it looks like. It's actually really not hard. If you want to read and learn more about options, you should go to Lyra. You should go to the links I've clicked in the description below. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't do this more often, so if you like it, tell me. I really want to know.